Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this new tech video I will show you how I did for the first time the maintenance of the headset of my mountain bike. Before I start this tutorial, please support this video with a like and consider to subscribe for free to not lose my future tutorials. First, I removed the brake and dropper levers from the handlebar. This operation is optional. I just did it because I need it for other maintenance on the bike. In your case, you can actually choose to leave everything on the handlebar. Now remove the screw on the top of your headset. In my case I had to remove also the cap that holds my Garmin navigator. Now untighten the screws of the handlebar, but be careful and hold from the bottom your fork that from this face could slide down. Remove now the handlebar and the spacers. In my case the fork is still holding in the frame, but you will see soon why. Remove carefully the fork from the frame. The lower bearing of my headset is a real mess, super dirty. Remove also the cap of the headset, clean it properly and grease it a bit as shown in the video. Then let's move on the fork. I first removed the old grease like shown in the video together with the lower bearing. Then I had to remove the lower spacer from the fork that was completely stuck to the fork due to dirt and rust. I cleaned the area with a brake cleaner, then carefully with a flathead screwdriver I started to remove it. Do it with patience and slowly, going around all the spacer. At the end I was able to remove it. Let's start with the cleaning of the bearings. I started from the lower bearing and the situation was terrible, full of dirt and rust. Probably it was a better idea to change it, but with a full cleaning and greasing, I was able to make it working again. To remove all the rust, use a degreaser cleaner, focusing on the internal area as shown in the video. Now let's move on the frame and remove the upper bearing of the headset with the inside spacer and do a first rough cleaning with some paper towels. Now do the same, but on the frame. I started on top of the frame, then move also on the bottom side. I personally did not use any cleaner in this case, just paper towels. Now that the frame is clean, apply the grease on the top and the bottom of the frame. After that, I cleaned also the upper bearing and I applied specific bearing grease all over the bearings. Now grease the upper tube of the fork and place the spacer. Sorry, but I forgot to record this part. Be careful and remember to not force too much the spacer down. It will go in the original position later when you will tighten the top screw of the headset. After that, put the lower bearing on the spacer, ensuring that the rounded side of the bearing will be the one in contact with the frame, and insert the fork into the frame. Holding the fork from the bottom, insert also the upper bearing together with the inner spacer, also in this case ensuring that the rounded side of the bearing will be the one in contact with the frame. At this point, close the headset with the top cap. Insert the spacers, then the handlebar and finally the top screw. When tightening the upper screw, this will force the lower spacer to slide down in the original position, but do not exceed in this phase or the handlebar will not move smoothly. Now tighten also the screw on the handlebar, making sure that it's centered with the fork. In my case, my last step was to put again on the handlebar the brakes and dropper levers. This will conclude the service. Now you should have a smooth movement on the handlebar. I hope you will find this tutorial useful. If yes, please leave a like and consider to subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, happy maintenance and see you next time.